Start again from the top. Before I started this recording, I accidentally almost started recording while my camera was still in my my live scene for my streams on Twitch. Hello everyone, my name is Tongsly, and welcome back to some more wonderful episodes of Genshin Impact. We're going to be getting a nice bundle of episodes here going. And the reason why I'm looking at Mona is because I actually got her other outfit, which is not this. This is her stock outfit. This is her new outfit, which is the Pact of Stars and Moon, which, honestly, I do kind of like. So, you know, yeah, I think I'll switch her to this outfit for now, because that looks actually really nice. But yeah, like, I just got this, today, which is on Friday, the 3rd of February. We got some, like, new outfits. So for all of you other Genshin Impact players out there who wants to get these outfits, better log in now, because I don't know if they're going to stay there. And we also have the 100% Outrider, which... yeah, it looks like most of their outfits is really just, like, updated versions of their original outfits, which I don't actually mind. I got outfits also for, like, 2 other characters, but I don't have those 2 yet. But hey, at least I got it for when I do get them. The outfits that they give you, they are made for, let's see, that's a Star Moon Pact. The Church's Free Spirit, which is for one of the new characters, Rosaria. Gunhilder's Legacy for Jean. The Pact of Stars for Mona, and the 100% Outrider for Amber. So, if people were curious what those outfits are for, it's for those 4 characters. And of course, you guys can grab them now while they're hot. And I believe that's it for them right now. That more might be coming, I don't know. But where we last left off, we have defeated the giant sea monster that was attempting to destroy all of the harbor. And Ningguang sacrificed her jade chamber to actually help everyone. And now we're going to meet up with we're gonna look for Zhongli apparently here by talking to the fairy lady.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble.
That is true.
We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Especially since the Fatui sent people to attack us while we were facing that said thing. Because a certain character named Child decided to do all that. So, we're gonna go up here now. And we're gonna make sure Zhongli is okay. Hopefully he is. Because he's a cool character. And he's really badass too, especially in combat. My friend Placid has Zhongli in case of you're new to the channel and didn't know yet. Hello, Nadia. Planning any deceitful stabs in the back lately? Yeah, sure. Silent treatment.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
That's the lady that stole, oh...
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child.
Signora.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name.
Oh, it was the only choice the game gave me. And I can see that you're a caster, being that you have a floating thing behind your back, kind of like all the other caster characters, and, well, actually, oh yeah, they do have that floating behind their back. Some of them, depending on the weapon. Some of them have a book.
Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Honestly, I do still have time to take it back right here and right now.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, and our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end.
Uh-huh, sure.
Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Signora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Wait. Signora and Zhongli? What does Zhongli have to do anything about?
So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
Agreement?
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
How sanctimonious.
Wait, is what my character's choice right here is true? He's actually Rex Lapis?
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Why did you feign your death?
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyric goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You've finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
I'm gonna guess you had another plan in case it all burned down?
That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for.
But that's not fair, though, because we were put in the middle of it. We're not part of Liyue. So why would it count that Liyue doesn't need him if we were there? Because we're not part of this world. We have our own, like, great divine power that we're slowly gathering. We already have 2 of the elements. That's not fair.
Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, Traveler. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
Ha! On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight?
So we were both equally fooled then.
Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace, no?
I mean, that was your own choice. You didn't have to summon the god, you decided to. So that's your own fault.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
So what is it the Cryo Archon offered you?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Well, crap. So that's why this quest was called A Fond Farewell. Because it's a fond farewell of the Geo Archon himself. Oh. That was too fast for me to read!
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Okay, I guess I can go up there, why not? So we gotta follow the road, so we just gotta go up there and up this, okay. Alright, yes, let's follow the road and see the rite of parting. Honestly, I don't like that they made a deal with her. I don't like it. She stole the Gnosis from Venti, and now she's earned the Gnosis from Zhongli, aka the real Rex Lapis. I don't like it. This is fishy to me. Whatever they offered him as a...
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
There is no culprit. He just faked it.
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
The Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
So now, Child is being suspicious of the murder of Rex Lapis, and now everyone's gonna be afraid of the Fatui. Something tells me the Fatui wanted them to
You know
fear
that
him.
god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
Wait. Oh, okay, he's over there. Okay, I guess let's see what he has to say. And See what happens. Oh, that's the guy that helped us on the battle.
The Qixing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said.
I'm gonna guess that he was saying Rex Lapis. Well, actually, it sounds like both of these. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, he died because of a divine trial. No, you know, because he said also to not listen to these rumors. So yeah, I think he was trying to say that he wasn't murdered. He was telling the people that he wasn't actually killed.
So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot.
Probably was to keep the people calm.
Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
It's possible.
Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
Okay. Let's see this rite of parting that we worked hard to set up this whole adventure.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
All of the characters in Genshin Impact. I'm just joking. I've only.
Whoa.
Character doesn't know. Maybe the direction of the next element?
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Hey, our character spoke. Talk to the people taking part in the rite. Okay, I guess I talk with the people with the names over their head?
Rex Lapis. Rex Lapis. Now that I think about it, if everyone's of the same mind as me, perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis might be the best short-term business opportunity.
Yeah, you could do that. You could take some of the stuff that you sell and maybe, like, even use them to carve little tiny figurine statues of Rex Lapis. Don't have to make money off it, just add it to, like, people's purchases where they get a free memento.
And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here, thinking you'd like it. But it seems as if those perfumes really were meant to be offered to Rex Lapis. Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love, they say. And that's 3 gone in 1 stroke.
Okay.
As for the mortals and adepti of Liyue, what shape shall our relationship take from now on?
Oh. Ah! I forgot about the water around us. Oh, birds. Huh. What are you doing, Zhongli? Looking over the sights in the direction of the sea and the... I see something purple over there. I don't know.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinyue kiosk.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Xinyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
This time?
You're right. I do like the Mora.
Yeah, you've been this way the entire time. But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon, so I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
That's one way to put it.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you.
It was a fine journey.
That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the 7.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed.
Oh, I think I know what he's talking about, because this is the one that Placid told me about, which is the new area where we get the electricity element. But I want to see what explanation Zhongli gives compared to what Placid told me.
Yes. The nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
Oh, so the Inazuma Shogunate.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
So, what about the trial?
Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know.
Oh, so this is just like with Venti, where when we finished off everything in Teyvat, in Mondstadt, like, they're having us talk with the Archon themselves with multiple questions to kind of like ask them about everything that they've kept from us so that we can learn everything before we move on to the next place. So we're in the next episode, we're finally gonna get to a new place.
That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead.
I was just gonna finish up before I accidentally clicked that, so this is gonna be, like, the last episode of, like, this place, and then we're going to move on to go into the next place, so I'm interested in seeing all the secrets here.
I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
What about Child?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything on Child.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui. Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
What about the Liyue Qixing?
The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan to take governing power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and Adepti, could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
I feel like you should have continued your thoughts there and tell me who you were thinking of, but okay. What about Mora?
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the Mora in Teyvat? Since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo-Archon's power.
I mean, they could just come up with another currency to add on to Mora. Kind of like what mankind did in real life history. Like, we used to use, like, coin and all that, but then they slowly developed making paper money, and they still make coins just out of metal. Well, the coins back then were made of metal too, but some of them were made out of, like, silver and gold and all that. Now we make them out of just... I don't really remember what they make normal money coins out of. I don't remember. I don't think I've ever been told that, but I know it's like a type of metal.
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora! The world is coming to an end!
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint. Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate.
Like I said, just make paper money.
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself?
Oh, a private fund. This does seem like a good, logical, common-sense idea.
Being that you're now gonna wander around the world as a mortal.
It's a shame.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time.
Well, he's gonna be broke.
All right then. Was there anything else you wished to know?
But then again, that's not surprising, being that he's always been broke because he used to just make Mora as the Archon. And there's nothing else then.
Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Okay. Hey! Chapter complete! And now we're on a new one. Jade Chamber Rising, go to... Okay, so we got like a few quests actually. I also got a few things in the bag too. I didn't really get to see too much of what else I got in the bag. Oh, okay, I got some of these items. Hey, I got some more of those. Nice. I need to really, like, make, like, a bunch more foods. I got, like, so many ingredients And I also have this that I need to make into another weapon. I should do that. Oh! Monolith fragment. Okay. Didn't know I had that. So I guess I'm gonna end off this episode here, and we are going to continue the next episode doing this quest here, Jade Chamber Rising. Liyue Harbor is all abuzz with the news of the Jade Chamber's rebuilding. Go to Yujing Terrace and ask Ningguang for the details. So we're gonna continue that in the next episode, because I'm way all out of time for this episode. I'm like around 10 minutes past out of time. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the episode, and if you did, leave a like to help support the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and ding the bell for you new viewers so that you guys can stay notified of the content that uploads onto the channel. As always, I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care, all of you please have a wonderful, safe, and healthy day. Bye, everyone!
It's delicious.